Hey everybody, welcome back to the Real Estate Update. I'm Juan Rodriguez. This is the November 2022 edition. Once again, we're seeing a balancing of the market. Everything is pretty much continuing from previous videos, previous months that we've reported, but the market is what it is. We've seen, interest rates rise, decline, rise, decline. So it's kind of all over the place right now, but as we've mentioned, the market's pretty much balancing out, and the numbers are going to show you this. Okay, so let's jump right into the numbers. Here we go. All right, so typically what we show you first every month is the sales for the single family residences for the prior month. So this is the November year over year comparison. Let's jump in this first category here. This first category is the 0 to almost 200,000. Again, as mentioned in previous months, there's just a decline of homes available for sale in that price point, so you're going to see that gradual decrease there. The next group over, the 200 to almost 400, there's a slight decrease in sales there because the average price home is into the next category of 400 to almost 600. Again, is the average, right? So from the 400 to almost 600 group, you have a decrease of sales there from the prior year. But we did want to point out one thing. So the average price of homes sold for single family residences in Hillsborough County, Florida, because that's important too, is down about over 13%, almost 14%, okay? So when compared to June of 2022. So within a few months, we've had, let's be conservative and say a 13% decrease of the average price home sold for Hillsborough County, Florida. Is that meaningful? I mean, it basically could mean that, well, first of all, let's point out that the prices haven't been rising as they were. There's more of a balancing of the market. Sellers can't just throw out inflated prices and have people jumping over each other, throwing out contracts with, $100,000+ extra. It's becoming more of a balanced market. Okay, pretty much that's plain and simple. That's where we're at. Again, historically, the interest rates are still, even though they've doubled or slightly more, right? Interest rates are still historically low compared to when you compare all the data for past 40 years from Fannie Mae. So, all right, well that's what we're at, okay? Well, that's where we're at. So let's jump into this next category here, the 600 to almost 800,000. A slight decrease there, 800 to almost a million, slight decrease there, and a million plus, slight decrease there. Now, there's something else that we need to point out is that at the end of the year, there is typically a seasonality where the sales typically slow down towards the end of the year. So that could be a factor as well, but still you can clearly see that homes are still selling. You just need to be, if you're selling, you need to price it right, and if you're buying, even as mentioned before, when the market was more towards what they call a seller's market, you still need to be prepared. You still need to be qualified. There's still plenty of buyers out there. There's still homes getting multiple offers, so you need to be prepared. Okay. Now, let's jump into the next thing we typically show you every month, which is the days on the market. The days on the market is important because it's going to show you how fast the homes are coming onto the market and selling. And that's important because it's going to show you how hot the market is or if it's balancing out, right? So here we go. The 0 to 30 days here in the blue, 61%. It's typically, or in the past months, it's been what we coined pretty much the diamond. Okay, when we show you this graph, we were showing you what looked like a diamond. So the 0 to 30 days, instead of 61%, it was showing close to like that 80+%. So it was making up the majority of what you would look like what would look like a diamond ring band. So here you can see it's kind of coming towards a more of a balanced look, right? But you're still going to see the majority of homes within that price point or within the number of days there. So we'll look at the 31 to 60 days, 21%, and then the 61 to 90 days is 11%. So beyond that, it's not very influential, but there's a slight increase in the number of days there. But again, that could be a number of factors, mainly that sellers believe their house should sell at a higher price point, and they're listing it too high, and it's going to be sitting on the market for a longer period of time. Okay? When you're pricing a home to sell, especially in this market, you need to be very strategic on how you're going to price that. That's just a big topic to discuss with sellers, and it's not always easy to do, but just, go by facts, go by data. That's what I always say, right? All right, so that's pretty much it for the month. If you guys have any comments, concerns, or questions, reach out to us and we'll respond back to you as soon as we can. I mean, we can text, call, email, carrier pigeon, whatever you guys want, all right? So happy house hunting or selling, and we will talk to you next month.